So let's get into it. This is from the Post Millennial, which, by the way, Andy No is a large part. I think he might be like the primary editor of the Post Millennial. There are other stories about this. You can find it all over the place. I think it's from Oakland, so the local Oakland news has it there. Now, their stories are way more of a puff piece about this lady, and it's incredibly tragic when someone loses their life, and you don't really want to smear them. But the irony here is just too rich to ignore. So let's get into it. From the Post Millennial, Oakland radical anti police activist dies after being violently robbed. Her family said that if police locate the suspects, they are, quote, committed to pursuing all available alternatives to traditional prosecution, such as restorative justice. So, an anarchist bakery owner in Oakland, California, who believes in the abolishment of law enforcement, has died after sustaining severe injuries during a violent attempted robbery on Monday. By the way, an anarchist. She owns a bakery. You see, with the mask required. That's the sign in her bakery. Mask required. Yes, still, even if you're vaccinated. So she's got rules even after the COVID restrictions have been lifted. She's still hardcore on those rules. You have to wear a mask in her business. Yet she's an anarchist. Okay. So her name is Jen Angel. She's 40. She was 48 years old. She was dragged for nearly 50 feet. Yikes. She was struggling with two men in a vehicle who tried to steal her purse. Apparently, I think maybe she got caught in the door as they sped off. So Angel was a self-described anarchist and an avid social justice advocate and had a strict policy of never calling the police. In a GoFundMe organized to cover expenses, her family said that if police locate the suspects, they are committed to pursuing all available alternatives to traditional prosecution, such as restorative justice. According to CBS News, at around 12:30 p.m. Monday, the suspects broke into Angel's vehicle while she was inside and grabbed her purse. She got out and ran after them, but got stuck under the door of their getaway vehicle and was dragged down the street. She was immediately rushed to the hospital, but the medical team soon revealed that she was unlikely to survive. Now, I need to turn up my headphones a little bit here. I think her philosophy, and we'll see from some of the posts of Andy No as we go down. He posted a lot of stuff, some of her like Facebook posts, etc. Is she seemed very non-interventionalist? Is that the proper term? She didn't want to intervene. So later, we'll get to that quote where she talks about how she supports the businesses that didn't do anything when they got their windows broken, etc., during the riots. But she was being an interventionalist. Like, she was getting in, she was chasing after the robbers after they robbed her, right? She pursued them. Was she not supposed to just lay down and just let them take it? Just let them have it, right? It's not their fault, right? It's not their fault that these minorities, they're believed to be minorities, robbed her. It's the, institutional racism or whatever. So why didn't she just let them take it? Why did she go back and fight? Well, she's anti-police, and maybe the anarchist in it, maybe her philosophy really is that the people should just handle it themselves. You don't need the police. So, you can just go around and handle your business. Okay. I don't know. I don't know that. I'm just trying to figure out what her mentality is here, how she expects to solve the situations without police, because she definitely didn't just lay back and get robbed. She went after them, I'm guessing, trying to get her stuff back. So I don't know what her mindset was here. Is she being a hypocrite, or is she actually being straight on with her philosophy? So, Angel's family announced Thursday evening that she had been medically declared to have lost all brain function and will not regain consciousness. In a long statement, they outlined her philosophy and how she wanted law enforcement to deal with her attack, which was basically not deal with it. Then I read the other paragraph where they say she got stuck in the door of the getaway vehicle, dragged down the street, and the medical team soon revealed that she was unlikely to survive. Okay, so, quote, as a longtime social movement activist and anarchist, Jen did not believe in state violence, carceral punishment, or incarceration as an effective or just solution to social violence and inequity, the family wrote, adding that Jen would not want to continue the cycle of harm by bringing state-sanctioned violence to those involved in her death or to other members of Oakland's rich community. Wow, dude. So the family is like... So here we go. Let's kind of get into some Andy Knows tweets here. Or should we finish... And then, yeah, let's finish the article, and then we'll pull up some of his tweets, because they actually do quote some of it here. So, as the post-millennial editor-at-large, Andy No reports, Angel had a long history of vocally opposing any method of policing. In one post, Angel wrote, "My policy has always been to never call the cops, and I have trained by staff," I guess she means my staff, "to call the fire department directly if there is a medical emergency instead of calling 911. The Post later stated, quote, "I really appreciate the downtown businesses who have said that they won't share their security camera footage because it endangers the life of black folks." So you don't want to intervene. So don't share the security camera footage is her philosophy. You get broken in, don't give the footage to the police. No. Wow, dude. Yeah, you open that door, so to speak, and you just allow people to run wild over you. After a number of local businesses had their windows broken during a protest, Angel said she appreciated those who let it slide because, quote, they understand why it happened. So doesn't she understand why she was robbed? Shouldn't she have just let it slide? Why did she pursue? Was it her pursuing them? Did that endanger the life of black folks? I don't know. To me, it seems like she had this mindset, and then the real world hit her, and she got... Look, man, it's just sad when anybody loses their life, especially for some nonsense. I don't know what they stole from her. It's not mentioned in here, but whatever it was probably wasn't worth her life. You know, losing her life over it. According to Andy Node, Jennifer Angel has a long history of far-left organizing in the Bay Area of California. She was trying to proselytize the belief that nation-states, the rule of law, police, etc. should be abolished in favor of an anarchist utopia. She supported the 2020 riots in her community.